Good day, YouTube family. Now, in the picture here, this young man name is Nolan Wells. Now, this particular situation with this young man, it went viral because he's an 18-year-old from Mississippi. Now, Nolan Wells, on the 4th of July, went out on a boat ride with his friends. Now, he went on a boat ride with his friends, and I'm pretty sure that he did not think that would be his last boat ride ever. This is ridiculous. There is a lot of questions that haven't been answered. The children, they brought Nolan Wells' cell phone to his parents, but Nolan was not with them. They explained that they thought that Nolan Wells had got on another boat, but that was not the situation. So eventually they found Nolan deceased. Now, the boys did not call the authorities or anybody in advance. They just took Nolan's cell phone to his parents, and that was everything. And the mother was putting out alerts asking if anyone had seen her son, and the final occurrence was, long story short, Nolan was found unalived by the deputies. Now, Nolan is 18 years old. He was a good kid. He was a college kid. He played football, and he would have been returning back to his dormitory the next day. Now, I know this particular situation definitely has to hurt in every single way for his parents and anybody who's listening to this particular story. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs of this particular situation. I've heard stories online, but first and foremost, rest in peace to Nolan, and I pray for his parents that they find peace and that they find all the answers concerning what actually took place and how their son passed away. Now, when it comes to talking about Nolan Wells, I just want to say this particular generation and these children today, they were brought up on different foundations than what my parents taught us. Now, and I had kids in my neighborhood that I hung with that were not my friends, but we were still associates and we were from the same area. And I had high school friends and I had college friends. But one thing we knew was to have an elevated level of protection for one another. So if I went with you, if you came with me, simply put, we go together, we leave together. Period. There is no negotiation. Now, people, as far as parents, friends, relatives, need to teach this philosophy. And we need to go back to the old school because we need to teach these children and young adults that if they don't operate in this type of method, as far as having your back in every type of way, then you don't need to go. Stay home. Because as time goes on, I'm starting to feel as though people are not as loyal in these new generations as they once was. Now, I'm an 80s kid, went to school in the 80s and 90s, went to college 90s, early 2000s, and I can testify that every single part of my life, from elementary, middle school, high school, to college, the different people who I hung with, they were the rock, the foundation. They had my back and I had their back. We had an alignment that we were protectors, and this type of energy no longer exists. So people just need to get the word out here that if they are not right, then don't go with them. And people need to teach their kids that safety first. So we'll hear more about this story, but may he rest in peace. It's a sad situation. God bless him. Rest in peace, Nolan Wells. May God have mercy on your soul. May God bless your family and all those who are mourning at this time. So sad and so tragic. God bless.